Good evening, traders. We back. We are into the 5th week of our training, traders. 5th week of training under the guidance of Mr. Jagan. So far, we have learned how to use TradingView effectively. We've gone through certain charts set up, formulated by Mr. Jagan. These charts primarily taught us about different indicators. You remember Mr. Jagan said these are not trading charts. These are learning charts. So basically they taught us about different indicators such as momentum indicators, volume indicators, and various other indicators. It also taught us about the confluence of these indicators with the main chart. By confluence, I mean the coming together of these indicators, the synchronization of these indicators. Now, this was the main learning. The more the synchronization or the more indicators that confluence together, they give us a better probability of a winning trade. Those of us who've been learning this, who've been putting in their efforts on understanding these indicators, and I'm sure they have definitely gained from this process. Now, why are we putting these efforts? To learn and obviously to earn. While the learning process will always continue, we need to start with the earning process soon. So friends, good news is that we're moving on to the second chapter, the next phase, the phase 2, which is learning about trading strategies. In this chapter, you will be introduced to 16 different strategies over a period of 4 weeks. These strategies cater to different market scenarios, different trader personalities, and trading styles. Today, we present 4 strategies by 4 collaborative traders. These strategies have been developed by these traders themselves under the able guidance of Mr. Jagan. These strategies have been prepared keeping in mind their profile and their personalities. Now, the traders have been trading their own strategies for the past 3 days only. And they are no experts, so to say, but they're constantly improvising to better themselves every day. By doing so, they are raising their own benchmark and beating it every day, constantly improvising on their strategies. You know, improvising is wonderful, but the thing is, you cannot improvise unless you know exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? These guys who are presenting today, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly their indicators. They know what indicator to apply where. Now it is up to you, fellow traders, to put in your effort, know exactly what you're doing. Okay? Understand from these strategies, understand these indicators, and then apply accordingly. So now moving on to our presenters and their 4 strategies. The presenters today are going to be Aman, Ajish, and Sanadeep. Understand, my request to every listener out here is understand these strategies, be inquisitive, ask questions. You can put up your questions in the chat window. We will be answering those questions at the appropriate time. And if the questions flow in, because time is constrained, if we cannot answer a few of the questions, we will definitely put the answers in the Telegram. Okay, so now we move on to the first presenter. That will be Mr. Aman. Aman, I hope you're ready.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Okay, so Aman is basically a textile exporter. He started trading about 8 months back, right, Aman?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so he started trading about 8 months back. He's doing wonderful in the last 4-5 days after the strategy has been set for him by Mr. Jagan and him together. So, you know, over to Mr. Aman now. Aman, you may take over and please share your screen.
Yeah, hi, good evening, everybody. So, just a bit. Yeah, today I'm going to tell everybody regarding this strategy which we have created. It's called a super trend strategy, and it's really very simple to use if it is used in the correct way. So we have used along with super trend some other indicators also, which I have mentioned on the screen. If you may all see, can everybody see that screen? Avinash?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Clear.
So
Can you clear?
the indicators are used is super trend by Kivan, then another super trend V1 by Meja Lucas. Then we have used a moving average exponential, a KDG indicator, ADX and DI, and stochastic. All these indicators are earlier also used in the earlier charts, which were all shared with you. So you just can click a picture of this so you can set up later on your own in your chart. Now I will directly move on to the TradingView platform, and I'll show you how to set up this strategy. So guys, this is the TradingView plain simple with 1 minute Heikin-Ashi candles, as everyone is know what Heikin-Ashi is. So first thing we need to do is we need to go into the chart properties, and we need to change some chart properties which can help us wonders. So first you need to go to settings, and in settings in symbols, we need to first, this is unclicked, we need to click real prices on price scale instead of Heikin-Ashi. All would be on except pre-post market price line and bid and ask price line. Then the next is status line. In the status line, you need to change the symbol to ticker, and you need to turn off the bar changing values. Rest all will remain on. Then we move to scales. In scales, the symbol name label and pre-post market label and lock price to bar ratio would be off. Then we move to appearance. In appearance, we need to do session break, and it's for your own, you can make it the session break a little bit thicker so you know that when the next session is starting. Then you need to apply it to all so it gets saved to all the charts which are using. And in trading, we don't need to change, we need to turn off all the signals because we are not trading on these charts. It's just to learn. And then we have to apply OK. So guys, we are using several indicators today. First indicator is super trend by Kivan. So you have to select it 3 times. And we have to change the settings for this. In the first super trend, we have to keep a setting 7-3. And we need to turn the highlighter on off. And then in style, we will go and uncheck uptrend and downtrend. Rest all will remain same. Then again, in the second super trend, we need to change the inputs to 14 and 2 and highlighter on off. And again, we go into the style and uptrend, downtrend both off, and then OK. And then in the third one, we need to change the settings to 21-1. Again, the highlighter is off. And in style, we need to uncheck uptrend and downtrend. So 3 indicators are put. Now the next 3 indicators would be super trend V10 buy and sell signal by Meja Lucas. This also we need to add 3 times because we will be using 3 separate values for it. Then we need to go into the first setting, and we need to put the setting exactly the opposite which we put 7-3. So we'll put 3-7. In style, we need to uncheck the super trend, and rest all will remain as it is. Then in the second setting, we need to do it. It is 2 and 14. And in style, again, we need to uncheck the super trend and then okay. Then in the next, again, we need to change the input settings. We will put 1 and 21. And in the style, we need to change super trend and then all will remain the same. Then another thing we need to add is moving averages exponential. So we will add here, and we need to change this moving average to 50. So we need to go into the settings, and then in input, we change it to 50. So now our basic setup is done. But as you know that super trend alone gives some signals, but for better confluence, we will use more indicators so that we are more sure about the trade we are going to take. So we are going to add few indicators. The first indicator which we are adding is KDG indicator. All the settings would remain the same as we have already used these indicators in earlier charts. Then we are using another indicator, which is ADXDI. The settings would remain the same. And the third indicator, which I'm going to use, is stochastic, which is a very useful indicator, and it is giving wonderful results if we are using it with super trend. So guys, now our basic setup is done. All the indicators which we want to use for the strategies are already on your screen. So your screen would look something like this. I have already created an. So your screen would look something like this, with all the indicators and all the buy and sell signals are coming. So the basic super trend strategies is that if the price goes above the green line, we need to buy, and if the price goes below the green line, we need to sell. But for this, we are using 3 super trends. So we get 3 signals, and after the 3 signals, we are sure that the price will either move up or price will move down. So now I will show you some examples on the TradingView platform, that how we have used this strategy. Like on Friday, the last trading session, at around, as you can see, the price went below the third super trend at around 208. So we took a trade at 209, and then we let the price move, our trade move till the maximum, until and unless we get a signal from our other indicators which are placed. Like in this time, KDG gave us a signal to exit, or if you don't want to follow that signal from there, you can also exit at the first opposite signal you get. Like here, you get a sell signal and you bought a put, and then you wait and till the end, until unless a new signal comes, you keep on in the trade. And then you can see that we have gathered a good amount of points from, if we took the trade at that point, and if we exit at here, we gather good 150 points. So super trend strategy works very well in the trending day. And if in a trending day you catch up a trend,
I have to interfere a bit.
Yes, sir.
Can you go back to this particular entry and exit you're talking about?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So coming, yeah, slowly, please.
Yes, sir.
See, coming to the exit, the current point of exit is not KDJ. Always you rely on stochastics. And if you look at the stochastics, can you come left towards the lowest point of the stochastics here?
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Yes.
No, little bit. Okay. No, even right. See the crossover. Correct.
Yes,
That is
sir.
the point. And you see the ADX, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the point. There is a crossover there. the DI is moving down. So ideally, this will be the correct point of exit, because yes, technically the first green is, but then you are losing some 30-40 points, right? Because you're waiting for it to hit again and then crossover or whatever happens. So as far as exit is concerned, stochastics is really a very effective volatility indicator and momentum indicator too. So my suggestion is not to this KDJ. It has got a broad spectrum. As you see, it keeps on moving up and down. We are doing a directional trading. So in this particular thing, we have to specify. Let's go back. When are you getting the first sell signal? Can you mark correctly? You are using 1 minute chart. You have to turn left on the sell signal, correct? And what is the correct stochastic thing? Can you go towards your left, the vertical line. You have aligned with KDG, but I want to align with this one. So can
I align with the stochastic?
Yeah, stochastic. Now, can you measure these points time and tell us what is the time difference and how many points you would have earned if you had taken this trade?
So if we would have exit here, it would be around 172 points.
172 points. Okay. Now leave it. How much time between entry and exit?
Sir, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 172 points.
Yeah.
Now, friends, you have to see. Your open interest will not show this. What will happen? You will get, the call, short build up, right? And call unwinding you will hear. But by the time you see the people start knowing that the market is going for a fall, then people are getting panic. So within 5 minutes, your open interest will change. And again, the open interest is updated by NSE, I think every 3 minutes. Then that data has to flow to other web platforms, say OAPALs, or there's so many other platforms like Sensible and other things. So by the time it goes, the fall is completed. How many minutes you said, Aman?
5 minutes, sir.
Huh?
5 minutes. 5
minutes. So by these 5 minutes, by the time NSE takes to update, and then by the time it comes to these Sensible and other people, the 5 minutes is over. There's no way you can take a trade using that kind of one indicator. So this is where our system is superior, definitely far superior to. I'm going to show some examples also. So this is why somebody asked last session, I think his name is Nagaraj, I'm not sure. I forgot his name particular. Normally I remember the names very well, but I did forget because it moved fast. So this is the edge you have, how fast you can catch. It is not only the trend, we will show you other examples of upward trend, other examples of how there can be, see, it doesn't show false signals, but there can be rejection and resistance. This is the most critical point Aman will explain to you. But Aman, before you go, you have to explain about the 1, 2, 3 concepts, right? How it moves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because you are straight away moved to a trade. You have to really, the fundamental thing is how the counting starts, first 2%, second 2%, third. Then you go to this particular, you go right a bit, this danger thing. Oh, no, come right.
I'll explain here, na.
No, 1 second.
Resistance and support.
Slowly, please. Come to the green, the right on your right. Yeah. Little, no, not there. You are there. Yeah. See, this is the most difficult place to trade, because you don't know. Actually, it is about to break, but there is a resistance. If you take the trade, but then it is going opposite direction. So that Aman is going to explain later, but that is the only trick here. All the other things are very straightforward, very clear, very easy. You won't be able to make any loss at all. The chances are very rare. So it's simple. Only thing is it will give only 2 or 3 signals a day. So this is part of one of the strategies. Then you have to have another strategy. But when you enter, when you get it, you will end up, you see, it was not a trending day, really. The range was 500 points. When normally Bank Nifty goes to 1000 point, 1200 point, it's very easy to make 600 points at one go. Okay, I'm handing over to you.
Yes, sir.
Please make sure that the listeners understand, and then they can ask questions also, they can type, and we will clear. Very, very important to understand this strategy correctly. It really can give you a lot of money and it's safe. Okay, Aman.
Yes, sir.
Aman, this is a futures chart or a spot chart? That's a question.
It's a futures chart.
Futures chart. Okay, thank you. And you're explaining the entry right now, right?
Yeah, I'm finding the perfect example so everyone can understand easily.
Yep.
Just wait. So normally we take trade with this strategy. We have to keep an eye for the 3 consecutive signals. Like here we are getting first buy signal, then we will wait for the second one, and then we will wait for the third price signal. And as soon as the third price signal comes, we will see if it's breaking the signal. And then if we take the trade, if we would have taken the trade on this candle, I'll just mark it. If we would have taken the trade on this candle, the third candle, and if we would have exit according to the stochastic, and we would have exited here as soon as the stochastic is again going downwards. So so from here till here we have earned good number of points. I'll just tell you, it's around 80 points, and it's not that much a big trend. Still we have managed to scalp 80 points from here. I'm just showing you a bigger example, because in the past 2-3 days, it's not getting much bigger trends are coming. Like here, now it's giving us a buy sell signal. The price is moving below the first super trend, second super trend, and now the third super trend. The price is going below the third super trend. And if we would have taken a trade here, and then we would have exited according to the stochastic, where the stochastic is crossover is happening, we could have easily made 600 points in we took a trade at 242, and I exit the trade at 315. So in around 25 minutes, we took easily 600 points. Then again, after an exit, again an entry came, and again an option came to enter the trade again. The price again went below the third super trend line. We again took a trade, and then again that trade gave us easily 400 points. So you can see that in time of nearly.
Can you measure and show, please? You are saying 400 points.
I have already written there, sir. I'll measure it also. It's 465 points in the second entry, 465 points. And if in the first entry, it was 649 points. So overall 1100 points in a matter of span of 40 minutes. So you can see what wonders the super trend strategy can do on a trending day. We don't need to be in the trade for the whole day to gather these much points. We just need to look for the right opportunity at the right time. And as soon as we get the right opportunity, we have to take the trade and believe in the setup. And definitely we are going to get good big points in this. Sir, if anyone has any other question.
No, I want you to show me.
Support and resistance,
Sorry. I want you to show me a call example.
Call. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are getting a call example. We got a first signal, then we got a second signal, and then the third signal, it broke the super trend and it went into the green stage. And then here we took a trade and we exit the trade. Either we can exit the trade at the looking at the stochastic, where the stochastic is crossing over. And if we have missed, we can take exit at the first sell signal also. So I'll just measure how many points we could have earned if we would have taken this trade.
No, the correct place to take a exit is the doji. Can you go to the doji? Next candle.
This at 11:11, sir. I'll mark it. It's fine, sir. So we could have got 107 points in 9 minutes over here in this trade.
Okay, now another question.
Yes,
See,
sir.
this all looks very rosy and optimistic. I want you to show where in the border there could be a wrong trade,
I'll just show,
where
sir.
we have to be alert, and how to safeguard against that.
I'll just show, sir.
Mr. Jagan, we've got a lot of questions popping up. Should I put them across, or we keep it for later?
So just a minute.
Mr. Jagan?
If you move slowly, I can identify one for you. If you move slowly, every day there is one.
Left or right, sir?
Yeah. No, go slowly. Just look at the one second. Yeah. Where is the not this one? No. See, what we are looking for, I'll tell you. You just last 2 days itself you can take. There was 2-3 instances. Yeah, no, not that one. Is it which day we are talking about now? 21st April.
21st.
That was that Friday, right? Okay.
Friday was 22nd, sir. 22nd.
One second. You are moving very fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I just identified one, and you every day there will be one or two. Move towards your left. See here. Take this trade. This
Here.
one. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, of course, this is not a good. Here you have to see. Okay, let's take this example.
Yes.
Now, normally what you do, you will take a trade here, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? Go to the next candle. Actually, it is not cross. Go to the next candle. Next 1 minute. Here also, it is not really crossing, but it may cross. It may not cross. We do not know. It is not exactly cross, but some people. Why are you moving the cursor? Yeah, please stay there. See, that point is the point where we are just deciding whether to take the trade or not. Okay. So now, theoretically, when it crosses over, we should be taking the trade, but then to gain some extra 23 points, we are alert. We want to take the risk and trade. If you're right, it will give you 30-40 points more. If you're wrong, it will give you 20-30 points loss. Again, not a big loss. Now you cannot take the trade there. you look at the stochastics. It is on overbought area, correct? Hello,
Yes,
Aman,
yes, sir.
can you
Yes, sir.
confirm? Is it in the
Overbought.
overbought area?
Yes, sir. Overbought.
So it is giving an opposite signal compared to this. So it says, be careful. It is already overbought. It is trying to cross the super trend. Most likely a rejection will come. That is the message you are saying. And go a little further to two more candles. Yeah, here, no, one candle before, to your left. Yeah, see what is the KDJ saying. KDJ is saying, look, the bull trend is, the short trend is getting over. We are getting into the bad territory because your pink band starts. So two of your indicators is saying opposite message of a breakout about super trend. So what will you do? You will wait this thing when it is oversold. You will wait whether this candle, the next candle, then you see a red candle, so you won't take the trade. Then you see a doji, right? Doji or no? It's a bearish candle. So again, basically until as long you come down slightly, you go to the stochastic, it is at overbought level. Then at some point at time, the red symbol, first red arrow comes. So there is no trade. You don't take this call trade. Then you now start counting 1, 2. Then again, there is no decisive. So that means the market is now trending sideways. Now go to the right a little bit. Let's just analyze deeply. See, we have to be sure because now we are talking. No. Again, come back to the second red. We are going to go slow, Amen. We don't do move that fast because people have to understand. Because now we are talking about trading strategy, not learning. One mistake you make, it will cost. And 1 minute plus or minus, Ajish knows, it is. I showed him 60 points. Even in the group I mentioned, it can take. And one right entry can give you 600, 700 points. So it's better to spend time, understand clearly, and then because it is a strategy, we are talking about taking trades. It is not about learning. You are actually in the business. Okay, so that's what it is. So now what has happened? One come and the second also has come. That means it has crossed two super trends. Now, or is it the third one? Let me understand. One.
No, sir. Second, two super
Second
trend.
one. Then where is the third one? It is already above the three super trends.
No, sir. It's the third one is green.
No, where is the third green? It is already above the three super trends. I think two super trends. There is one hiding. Can you see that? Because this one bar, can you make it broader? This one?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that we can understand. No, that point. Can you make it wider or what I say? Yeah, broader. Pull it down.
I'll pull down.
No, you have to go to the right hand. Yeah, right to the scales and then make it higher. Yeah, let's look at this. So there are only two, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
why it was? Because it was already in the second super trend. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Even
sir.
before it was above the first super trend.
First super
It is,
trend. Yes.
yeah, already.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
need only two signals, right?
Right,
So you are
right.
getting two. Basically, I will show you in later, you can off the signal and you can still trade. So it has gone this candle, big candle. So what you're going to do, when will you take the trade? Can you tell me exactly in this? No, not that. Come before. The first one. That is what, very surely it is piercing, right?
Yes, sir.
Now go even to the left. And can you center it, take the chart a little bit above so that I can show clearly? Little bit above. Yeah. No. Yeah, but then you have to do the scales also. Yeah, okay. This is doable. So
Yes.
here, we are actually waiting for it to break.
Right.
Now, when does it break? It breaks the super trend at here at
Yes, 310.
13 time.
Yes.
Okay. But if you look at the stochastic, you go to the left. Go to the left. Hello? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go to the stochastic crossing point.
Yes,
Group
here.
crossing.
It's between 308 and 309.
No. First, you have to put it vertical line correctly, precisely. Now, Aman, you have to put it correctly. Don't keep moving things. Yeah. No, 1 minute earlier.
Sir, it's in between.
Eight.
Eight
You are
and
looking at
9.
stochastics. You please just, no 8, no 9. Okay, come to 9.
Yeah.
9.
It's not 8, not 9.
9. Yeah, no.
It's
Okay.
9.
Okay, let's say this. But it's already half a minute before.
Yes.
See, stochastic has crossed.
Yes, sir.
So you know that there is going to be a green candle appearing. You can be sure. So when the green candle appears, you know that it will cross. This is going to be a more or less a short trade. Okay. So you're going to take this waiting for the opportunity. Stochastic is already given. See, that is why stochastic I like, because it is more, it gives an earlier signal compared to RSI, compared to KDJ, compared to whatever the third one, ADX is only momentum.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So the momentum is low still. If you look at the ADX, can you broaden? See, this ADX also you have to broaden. No, not like that. You have to, on the scales you have to do. Yeah. No, you have to broaden, you are increasing.
Sir, I'm doing it. First, I have to make it.
Okay, you guys need a lot of practice with these things.
Yes.
Now reduce this ADX pan size. It's not the pan size, it is this one. Okay. Now you are taking the trade. Yeah. So you already got advanced signal at 309. Now you are ready to take the trade. You are waiting for the arrow to appear or the candle to move. So move down to the next candle, 310 candle.
310, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Can you move it? Okay. So now actually that line you draw, you should move it here. This was drawn wrongly. Yes. So this is where you're going to take the trade. Now you can very sure, but this trade, then you still have doubt. Oh, should I exit now? What is going to happen? Then go to the next candle. Yeah. So this perfect candle, because already, the KDJ is showing in green. So definitely all the three indicators are positive century. Then go right, move. Then there is a doji, right? No, I'm trying to explain the thinking process.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what should I do? Should I exit now because doji has come? No, it is not like that. Doji in 1 minute and all is not at all a real signal. All this doji, all these candlesticks patterns make sense only when you're in a higher time frame. If you see a doji in a 5-minute time frame, I will accept it's a clear doji. But in 1 minute, yes, there, but you can't get just afraid because the doji appeared. Oh, let me exit at 13 points, 14 points. No, you have to look at other indicators. Actually, Aman, we have to change this. ADA is not really helping for this. So we will replace it with awesome oscillator or something else. Okay. Now that will do the revision later, because in ADJ here, okay, the momentum is decreasing, as you can see. That's what the next three can go right slowly, candle by candle will go.
Okay.
Okay, one. Now go to the next, then go to the next. See, still you are, wait. No. Aman, you have to move candle by candle. Okay, please. There's no hurry. Now here, still you are in profit because you have entered here. What point you have entered? Some 36,700 something or 600. We should have, what is the point?
775.
775.
Yeah.
Where is this point? This red one.
Red one is, sir, 36,810.
Okay, you are already in profit. No problem. Then go to the next one. There's a doji green. So you don't know how it will go. It can go down, it can go up. So this is where you should not panic, right? This is where you are still in profit. You did a correct entry. This is how market. Then you look at the ADX. The momentum is picking it up. Okay, right? And then it's a very short temporary sliding. Then again it is going up. Go up. Now next candle, next candle. So now things are becoming clear. It's all in green territory. The KDJ is showing green, and this stochastic is also over bought territory. As you know, RSI, stochastic, overbought can be there for hours also together. Doesn't mean it's overbought until you get the crossover. So you go up to the last point. Now you go to this. Now you are exiting. Why? Stochastic is suddenly dropping, right? That means you see here, the actual drop comes next, the big red candle. But
Yes.
you have got the indication 1 minute before very clearly that the buyers buying demand is weakening. The sellers are going to come. There is a fall coming clearly. Then go. I think that is the end of the day, right?
End of the day, right? Right,
Yes.
sir.
So now you are closing 329. Yeah, you are exiting the trade unless you want to carry over. You should not carry over. If you carry over, what would have happened? You see tomorrow, next day. The next day.
I'm just marking how many points we would have got. It's 145 points, sir.
100,
45.
145 points. Okay. Go to the next day. If you carry over, thinking that is bullish, what would have happened? There's a big drop.
There's a big
right?
drop.
Gap down. So
Yes.
we are closing the trade with that particular trade, we are taking with 145. Then, okay, the next day story is different. So now, why I'm going through in detail is you have to very clearly understand, because it's an effective strategy, but you are going to get those 2 or 3 trades per day. So this is where I say you are like a sniper. Just shoot, hit the target. Don't make a mistake. You can easily land 500 points, easy, right? And people who have been, the people who are trading, they can actually tell, like Ajish and other people. They can, if they want, they can comment now on how they felt. And he missed that big fall the other day, but then so on and so forth. So the thing is, just let me just go through one quick example on the right side or left side. Can you, Aman, can you go? I would like
Will
to.
be running out of time right now.
No, we don't have, because we have only 3%. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm keeping that in mind. So there's no, and then even if you don't have time, it's fine, because we have to understand correctly, because people are trading. And then if somebody under, because of the time, we can't just do a job which is not complete, and then people cannot do that. Go to another quick example if there is anything.
Sir,
Actually, normally, people.
I on Friday took this trade also, sir. First candle trade.
One moment, Avinash. Actually, one trade, they teach this for 2 hours. Okay, we are trying to do, because of we are having these weekly meetings and all that. Otherwise, all the time spent on it justified, because if somebody loses, it will be very hard. This is the trade where no loss should come, right? You have to take. Okay, yes, sir. Amen.
I took the trade, this trade on Friday, and it gave me around 150 points in the first.
How much?
150 points, sir.
I took the trade also. I made 165 points.
Yeah.
Now, okay, coming to the first trade, when things should not have developed, see this candle, it has broken all the 3 super trends, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? So actually 3 signals are hiding in that signal.
Right, sir.
Yeah. So now I'm going to show you. You go to the indicators on the left. I'm going to take off this 3. No, not the signal lines.
Okay.
Can you blind it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. See, now I've taken the signal line. No, have you taken?
Yes,
How
sir.
come the cell is appearing?
I
If
have
you're taken
taken
out.
the P3, I have taken.
So how come? Oh, this is the super trend cell signal,
yes,
what you
yes.
get. Okay, yeah, not this one. So you see, even without the signals, once it is crossing the three super trends, the candle itself, you can take the trade. Signal is only helping you. It's not some arithmetic. It is down, then it is 3, you've taken the point. Now why you would exit here? Then let's look at the exit. Okay. Now, Aman, why did you exit, and can you tell me when did you exit and what was the
Sir,
logic?
I took it.
No, okay, to
the-
put the chart properly, please.
yes,
Align it first so that people can see.
I took a trade here and I waited.
Exit, I'm asking about the exit.
I waited it till the end, till the buy signal came.
Okay. Anyway, you didn't lose much.
No, because it was always under the 3 super trends.
That's correct.
So
Can you make the chart bit broader, higher, so that people can understand?
So I took a trade on the first candle and I took it till the end because it was always below the 3 super trends. It's never
Yeah,
even.
that is because the series of dojis,
Yes.
indecision as both sides are fighting it out. Then you took it when the green thing appeared in KDG, correct?
Yes.
Actually, you can see even the stochastic, the crossover, come right to 954, 954. Yeah. You see the green, no,
Yes.
man. You
So
go to the
954
left.
is here only.
You should understand what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Green thing up, start 954. I gave you the time also, 954.
954 is here, sir.
Where?
Here, where the
No,
cursor is,
come little 952 then.
52.
Where the KDJ is changing.
Yes, sir. Here, 52,
Yeah, one candle before.
51.
Yeah, okay, somewhere in between. You see the stochastic now crossing blue over, then this again go 1 minute later, then you have this KDJ giving signal.
Right.
Okay, so that is the end of it. Thank you very much. I'm off now. You can take over. Avinash, you can handle.
So now I have given all my presentations. If Avinash, to you.
Yeah, Aman. So we'll move on to the next presenter. We're short on time right now, so all the questions that have been coming up, we'll take it up probably post all the strategies are done, or we'll answer the questions in the Telegram channel. Moving on to the next presenter now, we've got Ajish. Ajish, you ready with your screen?
Yeah.
Can you please share your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please go ahead, Ajish.
Is it okay? Is it visible?
Visible. Yes.
Yeah. I have to say that my slideshow is not working properly, so that I will be showing like this only. Okay. Okay. This I am going to discuss today about one RENKO swing strategy. It has been developed by me and Jagan sir according to my trading style. Okay, and here we are going to discuss about this chart setup and the entry points and all. We will be discussing about that. Okay, let me show actually the chart once. So here the settings are almost same. If you want to note it down, you can check here. We are using the settings like this. The main difference symbol ticker we are using on this particular chart.
Sorry, Ajish, you have to point out to the box size.
Yeah, that I will be coming, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in presentation I have mentioned that. That's why I am not saying. Yeah, here we are using traditional 30 bricks. And status line, we are using symbol ticker. scales, we untick this to symbol name and this level, pre-post market price level, and appearance. So like normal, the session breaks I have given little darker, thicker, and this one also. Okay, these are the settings for this chart. Let me show that again. So that is the settings, and I will be showing what are the indicators I am used there. The chart will be in 1 minute time frame, and RENKO traditional brick size will be 30 points. And we have used super trend in that chart, that is 7.3. That one is inbuilt, and Ichimoku cloud, that will be inbuilt, and I will be describing more about Ichimoku. Some people might have hearing it for the first time, so I will be explaining it more detailedly. And in that chart we are used next ADXDA by the same person by Kabu Oyaji, and stochastic we are using it at you saw the importance of stochastic in when Aman explained about this chart setup and all. It is giving more accurate signals and all, so we are using same here, that one also inbuilt. And then next one is matrix series by class, and it is for my preference, and I requested, and I have added this simple moving average 10, that also inbuilt. And one more indicator is there, that is awesome oscillator. So first you need to understand the RENKO concept. Without that you won't be able to trade anything with the RENKO. So first you need to understand the RENKO, advantages of RENKO, and what is RENKO concept and all. So I'll be explaining about the RENKO. RENKO charts are composed of bricks that are created at 45-degree angles to one another. This 45-degree angle, Jagan sir explains a lot about in our setups, almost all the setups. This 45-degree angle very important in other indicators also, whichever it's showing some angle. This 45-degree angle is very important, and this RENKO chart particularly forms on a 45-degree angle. So consecutive breaks do not occur beside each other, so it will not be forming together. So one price, if price is going up or down, then only it will be forming. Okay, a brick can be any price size, such as I have given 30. If you want to give 45 or 100 and so on, you can give like that the brick size. And this is called box size actually, and box size can be also based on average to range. It is ATR, it will be automatically converting it from our trading view system itself. In our chart we are using traditional 30. RENKO charts have a time axis, but the time scale is not fixed. Some bricks may take longer to form than others, depending on how long it takes the price to move the required box size. That is the concept of what I mentioned, that does not depend on time. Whenever the price is going up, then only the brick size will be appearing, new brick will be appearing. If it is going, if it is staying there itself and spending almost 2 hours or something like that, it won't be showing anything. And in this chart particularly we have used 30 so that there won't be much projection also. In earlier charts it was 12 and 14 like that, that's why it was showing projections and all. Now we are using brick size bigger, so it is more easier to understand that concept. RENKO charts filter out noise and help traders to more clearly see the trend. That is the main advantage of this. And since all the movements that are smaller than the box size are filtered out, that means if I have given 30 brick size, if it is forming 20 or 25 or 28 also, the brick won't be appearing and it will be staying there itself, the price. Ringo chart typically only use closing prices based on the chart time frame we have chosen. For example, if using a hourly time frame, then hourly closing price will be used to construct the bricks. So if you are selected there, it is a 1 minute time frame, though according to that only the closing price will be taken to from this brick. Okay, and I will be going to next. The advantages of using the Ringo in your trading strategies. There are a lot of benefits using this Ringo chart. So I will be explaining one by one. Couple of them I will be explaining. Main thing is filtering the noise. The Ringo chart focuses solely on the price of an asset, as such as it removes the time factor. As I mentioned earlier, it won't consider the time, and it only focuses on the price, particular where it is moving. If it is staying there, it will stay there. And support and resistance identification. And it is actually the Ringo chart usually makes it relatively easy to understand our support and resistance levels, important supports and resistance level. We can easily find out because there won't be much noise like bigger weak or confusion. There won't be there, and you can easily find double top or triple top, like double bottom, like that you can find if you are understand the concept better, and you can find it more easily. And the main advantage of this is trend identification. Ringo charts, it is easy to identify a trend in candlesticks also, but Ringo makes it more easier to identify upwards and downward trend. Okay, that also the biggest advantage of Ringo chart. A potential large moves by filtering fluctuation. If you are using the Ringo chart and trading along with that, we can potentially get more bigger trades because we are filtering all the noises, and the main trend we will be catching. And next one, reduces our trading, and this is one also very important. As a scalpers and all, we are used to trade over trading and all, so it will make you more patient trader. It will give you more patience to sit on a trade or something like that, and you won't find many trades with the Ringo. So you will be taking much lesser trades compared to other chart setup we are using. If this Ringo, we will be getting small lesser trades only. And we can say that quite few low percentage of false signals only in with the Ringo charts we will be getting, because it will be cutting out all the noises and all. So we will be getting more clear view about the trend, and it will help us to understand the false signals and all. Okay.
Sorry, more importantly,
Yeah.
Ajish, you should say you are a swing trader.
Yeah.
So this is why you have taken this strategy.
Yeah.
This is a swing trading strategy. It is not a scalping strategy.
Yeah.
So people who want to have swing trading, they want to choose, then they can consider this strategy. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Then next I will be explaining about the Ichimoku, because in that chart setup, Ichimoku is a important factor. So I will be explaining little about Ichimoku. Otherwise, you will get confused. Excuse me. Ichimoku Kingokyo. That is a we call it, and we are using the inbuilt one. In Western people gave the name like Ichimoku Cloud. It was actually invented by one Japanese guy. He was born in Japan in some places, and his actual name was Goichi Hosoda, and his pen name was actually Ichimoku Sanjin. He was a general manager in a famous newspaper there during that time. It is called Tokyo Times or something like that, and he was the general manager there, and he was a successful trader and investor also. Actually, he invented the concept of Ichimoku in 1935, and he was practicing at and he was making good money out of it using Ichimoku cloud. And till 1950, he hasn't given this information to anyone. He kept it secret as a secret because people all were very curious how he's making and all. So in 1950, he has given for some exchange. He has given to 3 of his close friends. That's how it got released. After that, he understood that in his old age he should write some book or help other people also. So he wrote a book in 1969, and it has 7 volumes. And I think it has not this done in English or French or Spanish. It is real in Japanese only. And some guy went there and he found out, and he somehow managed to translate it to English. So that is the concept. It is very important concept, this Ichimoku Kingo Hyo, because I have seen couple of videos in YouTube itself. People are discussing this Heikinashi, Ringo, Ichimoku. These 3 are used by institutions and all like that. I saw so many videos. That's why I'm giving this explanation and all. It is a very good indicator, and it is based on price action also. Future, it will show us our future price also. So this is our chart setup with the Heikin, this Ichimoku cloud, and we made it more simpler. We are actually added only 3 things in that indicator available. That is, first one is leading span. It will be like a green showing here. It is called leading span. And leading span B, it will be showing us the future price movements, possible price movements, how it will be, how it can be. See, you can see here itself, and the already it has formed here. The future resistance or support level, it has formed here. And one lagging span also we are using from that indicator. That is actually I will be showing that a calculation and all there. This is lagging span. And 2 more things are there that we are not using because we don't want to get confused about more things in a single indicator. So we are only using this. In key elements of Ichimoku, actually Singo leading span. That's what I showed in green line. And that is a leading span. Actually, I mentioned it here. Sorry for that lagging span. It is a leading span. It will be showing us that future price movements. And 2 of the components inside that, it has calculated by 2 in 26 periods ahead. That will be showing future price movements, and also called as leading span in English. There it is called some Senko in Japanese language. And this line forms one edge of the Kumo. You have seen this gap between 2. It is called cloud, Kumo. It is called Kumo. This inside place, it is called Kumo. This is leading span, and below this one is leading span B. And the second one, the red, what you saw, that is leading span B calculation. And that will be calculated like highest high and plus lowest low. It is not exactly moving average concept. It is actually taking the highest high and lowest low, different, not closing price of the 52 time periods. So it can be called as leading span in English. This line forms other edge of the Kumo cloud. That is a red color. And this Kumo cloud, then what I shown you, that is the important area. We don't need to take any trades or anything inside that, and that's why we are using that. That is actually a future presentation of this price movements. Like that we can interpret that. Kumo is the space between lagging span and A and B. The cloud edges identify current and potential future support and resistance. This is very important thing. You should understand that it will act as important support and resistance. The Kumo cloud changes in shape and height based on the price changes. that you saw that yesterday's big movement, the cloud was little bigger, and like that you can interpret that. And generally markets are bullish when lagging span A is above Sengo span, like other leading span B, and vice versa. In addition to thickness, the strength of the cloud can also ascend it by its angle upwards for bullish and downwards for bearish. Any clouds behind price are also known as Kumo shadows. So it will be acting as, like I mentioned, it will be forming bigger if market a smooth trending market happen. It will be forming bigger this thing. When I go to trading view chart, I will be showing that. And last one is lagging indicator, that is lagging span calculation, current closing price projected back to 26 periods. Whatever time frame we are using, if we are using day, it will show, and it will be showing us last 26 days how it was performing, like that it is showing. Also called as lagging span in English. It is used as support resistant aid. And I will be showing how can we take trades according to that lagging span. If the lagging span on the green line crosses the price in the bottom direction, that buys signal. The green line crosses the price from the top down, that is a sell signal, that I will be showing. And that's, let me go to this thing. I want to hide other indicators here, so you can see in body. See, yesterday when the market started, that time itself it has been came down. So this was the lagging span. It was also came down. So it was showing the downward momentum only, downwards trend only it was showing. And you can see how it performed. Because of the brick size 30, the price was not at all moving from here. So brick size we kept it 30, so to noise out to most of the other things. And you can see the movement, then how it happened. Okay, these are the Ichimoku basic concept, and you have to understand couple of basic rules for this Ichimoku trading strategy, and I will be explaining that. Basic rules, first I am discussing about, we are using this 30 points brick to find out the important support and resistance levels and market trends. We are using 30 bricks so that we will be getting that important support levels and this thing. Because earlier I told you know that earlier chart was a little smaller one, 12 and 14 we were using. Right now as per Jagan sir, my consultation, it has been changed to 30, so it will be more less noisy actually. And we use Kumo cloud to determine market trend breakout. And you can see the Kumo cloud, actually it was going up on the expiry day. Last expiry day, I'm showing this example, it was going up because it will be forming when the market is going up. Here you can see, like it will be showing us when the market closes here, it might have been here. So then yesterday, last trading day, Friday was a big gap down, then it came down. So it crossed the cloud also, and it came down to the below this cloud. So it was trading in that range, and you can see not at all any movements here. It was not showing because of that brick size, and Kumo cloud was down. And then suddenly the future price also shifted here to red. This leading span was shifted here. Some crossover has happened here, and cloud was also formed here red. So it was giving us actually the bearish signal. It was giving, well, the market was here trading during that time. It's also, it was showing in this form only, because I was using this, that's why I am explaining this. Last day I took a trade according to this and super trend setup, and I got some points with that. That's why I'm explaining this. Okay. And we can interpret like if it is trading above the cloud, like if it is trading above the cloud and this lagging span also trading above, we can expect bullish momentum. Bullish, we should not sell about this cloud and this lagging span if it is forming there and it is showing, and we cannot enter into short trade. And same concept here also, we cannot take a buy according to this setup because it is trading below this cloud and this lagging span also giving us the it is market is going to downwards. So these are the basic concept. And third concept of this strategy will be like we confirm our bias with the lagging span and its position, like I mentioned. Okay. And it will give you more reliable and more accurate signals for us when the three conditions comes all together. Okay, this is the perfect setup for this. And we are using other indicators also. Just now I am just explaining the concept of this. And
Sorry, Ajish, I have to stop here. Actually, I'm getting confused now.
Okay,
Can you go to 920?
okay.
Put your, where is your mouse crossover, crosshair? Can you change your mouse to crosshair?
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah, okay. Then can you come to 920?
920 brick is not there, sir.
No, 920. I want you to come left.
It is 917. Yeah, 917.
No, extreme left. I'm talking about the, because you're coming 2-3 days. I want you to come to the extreme left, even before, previous.
Okay.
Yeah, come further to the left of the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. When it is 920 towards your right.
Here, sir. Here.
No,
you are
it's
saying?
still right. Still, when entering the crowd. When bricks are, yes, that's the point.
Okay.
See, the most important thing is you don't, when after you enter, you don't trade in the cloud.
Yeah.
That's what you are not telling us. If it is in the cloud, as you can see, don't trade in the cloud. As you can see, it goes ups and down, a whipsaw movement. It's called whipsaw movement.
Yeah.
So 4 bricks will come, again it will come, and you can't predict, and you will lose. Because it is changing direction. It is really a volatile. I won't call it sideways. It is volatile, going up and down. So 930 to whatever, when it is getting out of the cloud, can you mark it?
Yeah.
No, again out of the cloud. Again it drops and no, left little bit.
Yeah, sir. I will mark.
No, Ajish, you have to be precise. Yeah. So that is the point. You start trading again. So this 930, what is the time here? 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
This 1.5 hours, it is all, you cannot trade, you can trade otherwise, but you cannot trade based on this RENKO because it is in the cloud.
Yeah.
So, and also there is an expansion. You have to tell Ajish about what it means to be expansion and contraction of the cloud. So again, let us come here. It is entering the cloud when we'll see 9, 12, 11:48.
Yeah, let me. 11,
When does it
1 o'clock, sir. 1:48
No, sir.
actually.
Left.
Yeah, here, no, sir.
Yes.
1:48.
That is when it is entering the cloud. It can enter. You can finish the trade. Okay, you can exit after. It is not that when it enters like our Billy, you exit. No. You finish the trend. After that, you exit here. Can you show the exit point? Yeah. No, Ajish. Exit point.
Yeah.
No, three more bricks. No, that's what I'm saying. You should not do it, and then that is the exit point. You don't exit because it is entering the cloud. You exit here, then it is in the cloud. You don't trade anymore. Okay. So you don't trade from what time to what time. So what you have exited here. Now the time is 13:55. Correct? 1:55. Now you have exited. You should not trade on Renko until it exit. Can you show the exit? Next exit. The green bar. No, on to the right. Yes. Until
Next
then,
day.
you will
Yeah,
not
next day.
trade.
Yeah.
So when you exit the cloud, again you enter the
Yeah.
bullish trend. As you can see, it starts very clear trend. So what we are saying is, this is the risk management strategy. So when when it enters the crowd, it is fine. Then you get an exit at some point, and after that, when the Renko is in the cloud, do not trade at all. When it exits upwards or downwards, I'll give you an example also. Then you can start. Take again. This is a call trade. It goes up. Then you get an entry here. You exit here. He has already marked Ajit.
Yeah.
Then again, when it enters the cloud, you go now here. It enters the cloud. It exits also fastly. There's a deep fall.
Yeah.
So where do you exit, Ajish?
No, this was a morning candle only.
Yeah.
Last Fridays. So I was not taking.
No.
Here.
It's not what you are taking. You just
Yeah.
tell me from the chart when you will exit.
Exit there.
Ajish, no.
Yeah.
You see the last candle, red candle. What is the big confusion here?
Which
On
one
the
you are
left.
talking, sir?
On
Yeah.
the left.
Yeah.
The last candle. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the exit.
Yeah.
Right? But then there are two more candles appearing.
Yeah.
So you take the profit. You don't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
Ajish, please don't move it because then you stay there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have already exited. Then there is a Vishwa movement. Then again it starts. Another fall. Okay.
Yeah.
So here there is, of course, you have to keep the bigger picture, the fall, how it is happening, and also the market bearishness, market structure, and all those things. And you look at, now we are going to the other indicators that will help. But generally, the point I'm trying to make is you have to understand this expansion and contraction of the cloud, number one, the concept. And actually, it is very easy. 40 point, you count the 40 point, 10 bricks, 400 points, correct?
Yeah.
Then here again, it can go to so many points. This is 30, sorry. So it can be 300, 400 points. So it is actually, Ajish, you have marked certain, line.
This one I took that Friday along with other super trend also.
Yeah, but you
Straight.
took in the middle. Why
Yeah,
you took there?
Yeah, it was forming here. No, it was taking like a support. It was consolidating here.
No.
Yeah.
No, you should have taken on the after the red candle.
Okay.
You see the left. Yeah, that is the
Yeah,
thing.
with the other indicators because
No. Let's not go to other indicator. Let's finish here, please.
Okay.
So the point is this, that you will not take during the thing, and it's very easy. Now I want to ask you, you have marked another left. Why you have marked, Ajish?
Which one, sir?
The extreme left, the blue. That is what, start of the day or what?
Yeah, start of the day, sir.
These blues are start of the day, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, they are not entry points.
Yeah.
Okay, please go to the indicator.
Yeah. No, I haven't completed my important rules for this Ichimoku. I just gone through the basic concept only that inside cloud and all there is something more. Okay. The longer the price stays below or above the Kumo cloud, the stronger the trend is. It is if it is trading below, the trend will be much stronger. These are volatile market, we can say, in if we are taking it to the upward. Yeah. If it is here, you can see on trend day. If it is staying much longer, the trend will be continuing, something like that. So for much reliable trades, we should take it on this Kumo cloud expansion and all, and the longer period also we need to check. When the cloud is wide, and we can expect some support will be coming here, like it is wide, so it won't be breaking this, and it will be trading inside this. We should not take any entries like Jagan sir mentioned, like that is an important role. And the cloud is much smaller, like you can see here, it is a volatile market, and it can come down, it won't give any support or something like that. The cloud is very thin, and you can see it was going up and it was coming down like that. You can see here all are the places. You can see that when it is cloud is very thin, you can expect there won't be any resistance or support coming. The size of the cloud is very important, and these areas are very difficult areas to see and to find correct momentum. So, and the most important what I mentioned, like never trade inside the cloud. So we can expect bullish bias on this if it is trading above this, and a bearish bias on if it is trading down below. All these parameters are showing us it is trading below. So we can expect a bearish thing. Now I will show other indicators also. So I need to add this super trend also. Super trend also we can combine along with this, and the settings we are used here, it is 10.3, and you can see according to this setup, the morning itself it came down. It might if it is a gap down also, it will be showing like this. So we will wait for the right opportunity to for us to enter, the correct opportunity to enter with the super trend. And next I found it this moving average also, moving average trend, simple moving average. It trades along with the candlestick. So it was giving nice entries. Nice entry means last I told you mentioned like it was rejecting from this point, and I will explain one more concept of this week also. So it was getting rejection from important support point. It became resistance after that. It was earlier it was support level here. You can see it was consolidating here after the big gap down, and it went down, and the rejection came as a wick here. You can see the pin bar. It is the concept like a pin bar only, like other candlestick. If it is forming along with the trend, it is more stronger, and you can check with other indicators also. And this MS we are using, it is a matrix series, and you are familiar with all those things. Last week session, Mr. Rishikesh has explained about the matrix series and all. So
Can you be more louder, please?
yeah, last week actually Mr. Rishikesh has explained about the matrix series concept. So I will not be going with this explaining all these things about the particular indicator setup. I'll be explaining the next indicator, awesome oscillator. Awesome oscillator, as mentioned, you can see it will be showing as a histogram, and it was giving the perfect opportunity to enter here according to this setup. And it here you can find, because I took this trade along with the super trend, it is more conviction to go for this trade last day. Actually it was a rejection, getting rejection from upper side, and it was trading for this particular area for such a long time, and after that rejection came. And here also awesome oscillator from morning itself, it was showing our downward momentum, and it was little bit green when this also confirmation came. So you can go with like that. And next one is ADX.
Hello. Sorry. Can you show me one or two more example quickly? Entries?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yep.
Sure.
Actually, that day 9:15 itself there was an entry. Awesome oscillator is really very good. There are so many examples are there. You can take this 9:20 entry now on your right.
Right.
The awesome oscillator 9:20. No, no, no. On the right now.
Which side you are saying, sir? Here?
Yeah, that one. See, every turn of this awesome oscillator went from green to red. There is a trend change. You can see there are so many of them. You can, yeah, the point where 21st starting also. You see, it is starting with a, yeah, there. You
There,
see. Now you are concentrating on this awesome oscillator. So tell us the exact points on the green and the red. You can see when the color is changing
Yeah,
from
here
green
we
to
can
red.
see.
Yeah, take the bigger one example. For example, 19th April. You see the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See
All
here.
these points. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see. And the next one, and the next one, and the before one. Yeah, that one. No, left. Yeah. See, accurate.
Yeah, accurate.
The confluence.
Yeah.
So like that, every time this awesome oscillator is one of the best indicator. You can straight so easily see the expansion, then the color green. So go to that green in the middle, you'll see that trend change again. On the right, two bars on the right. Yeah. So this is one, you can take a trade. No, one more, yeah. So it shows the red is starting.
Yeah.
And then here you see, yeah, it's the expansion. Okay, Ajay, you should have got the
Idea.
examples ready, but anyway.
Yeah, I marked this as our Kumo breakout is happening. Already super trend was giving us the sell signal, and the lagging span also was down, and this awesome oscillator also was forming the big red thing, the end of. And after that, this 10 moving average and this super trend also broken. During that time, we could have exited there, that big trend day. After that, we could re-enter here, because here this point it is that of awesome oscillator again became red, and we could have stayed there. And if you the day closing it was going up, you could have exited there, this point. These are entry and exit point I mentioned here with the help of other indicators also, and it was the super trend also was breaking here, so that's why I marked here. Should I go to more examples? It is mentioned here. Hello, Jagan sir, can you reply?
Yeah, what I'm saying is, let us close your presentation. Sanadip is waiting.
Okay.
We have only half an hour to go.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we want to finish on time.
Yeah. Thank you. Avinash Singh, thank you for this. Avinash Singh.
Thanks, Ajish.
Yeah.
Thanks a ton.
Yeah.
We move on to the next presenter now. Questions we'll be answering later. Our next presenter, we've got Sanadeep. Sanadeep, are you ready? Sanadeep.
Yeah, Vinay.
Yeah, you can share your screen, please.
Sure, I'll do that. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. So today, I'm going to talk about EMA-based directional scalping strategy, which Jagan sir has helped me to understand, and then we have created this strategy. What I'm going to cover is what are the charts we are using, what are the indicators that we are using. Then we'll go into the chart also to see how you can look into the different indicators and decide which place to enter and which place to exit. Right. So straight away, moving on to the next one is that, what are the key information for the scalping strategy using EMA? That this is first and foremost for people who are interested in scalping in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Right now, we are focusing on this one. Tomorrow, later on, we'll also look into whether it can be applied in stocks. As Jagan sir said that, this can be applicable to anything that is moving in the exchange. We can, consider this strategy. Now, what are the charts that we are going to use. There are 3 charts that we are using, and there are 3 different chart types. First one is Heikin-Ashi 1-minute chart. Second one is your candlestick 1-minute chart. And the third one is the RENKO 5-minute chart. For third one, I say that, this is a latest development that has happened yesterday. So till Friday, I was using this RENKO 5-minute chart, but we have decided yesterday that we'll use the RENKO chart that Ajit just now shared with you all. So starting Monday, we'll be using that one and start observing how that is going to help us in terms of exit, entry, and trend. Right now, list of indicators that we are using. In 1-minute chart, we are using GMMA and the body, and in the pains we are using GMMI, GI, and MACD, Willy, and ADX. This is for chart 1. Now in candlestick 1-minute chart, the body part we are using VWAP and super trend, and in the pains we are using RSI, EMA, HA, RSI, KDJ, and stochastic. Now, one more disclaimer here: stochastic. We yesterday only decided to include here. Before that, I had RSI 9. So Jagan sir suggested stochastic will be a better one compared to RSI 9. So I'll be testing that next week, and I'll share my details based on that. But for now, we have decided to use stochastic here. RENKO 5-minute chart, as I said, that this was till last Friday, but now going forward, we are going to use the chart that Ajit has shared. Now, list of indicators in each of this chart. If you want to take a picture, please take a picture of it. These are all same that Jagan sir has suggested us or advised us in the chart 4.1, 4.2, and others like 3.1, 3.2. So these are the chart indicators that we are using in this particular strategy. As a disclaimer, you can see that for ICHIMOKU strategy, refer for RENKO chart. Right now, moving on to how the chart will look like. This is just to show you over here, but I'll go into the chart also to indicate. Now, in the chart, 1-minute chart, Heikin-Ashi chart, GMMA chart, what we are doing is at the top we are keeping GMMI, right, GI. Then in the body part we are using GMMA. So you will see this one. Then third, in the pane part, the second pane or the first pane in the bottom part is NMACD, Willy 21MA13, and ADX DI. So these are the 3 at the bottom part. Then you have the body for GMMA, and GMMA GI is at the top. Hope this is clear to everyone. In second chart, which is a candlestick 1-minute chart, in the body part, we are using option scalping for VWAP and super trend, option scalping version 2. In the settings, you just have to select VWAP and super trend. Don't select the table or VMA and all those things. Just this 2 is good enough. Same way in this, at the top pane, we are using RSI EMA, which is a divergence indicator. And then in the bottom panes, the 3 indicators that we are using, HRSI, KDJ, and RSI 9. Please do not consider this one because we have replaced this with stochastic. This is what I was referring to. Third one, RENKO, please, this is the chart that Ajit shared just now with all of you. So this is the chart we are going to use from Monday onwards to see, how accurately we can, follow the trend, and based on trend, take a decision of entry and exit. Right now, let me just go to the. So this is about the charts. Now, how do you take the trade? That's the important part, right? So what are the basics of the scalping strategy? What is it that you need to look for? And, before using the strategy and take a decision whether to, enter, exit, or follow the trend, right? The very first thing is the trend. So using RENKO chart, check the trend. Second, then, find the direction using RSI, NMACD, and super trend. Third is momentum using ADX, DI, or RSI. Volume, you need to look for volume. You have the volume indicator there, and then VWAP also can help you in the direction of that. Finally, the reversal, and we know that we are using really extensively in this particular strategy with GI, RSI, and RSI EMA. Right? So these are the 5 key elements of this particular scalping strategy: trend, direction, momentum, volume, and reversal. So these are the 5 things. And once you have a confluence of this, that is the most important part, because we need to look for confluence. Without confluence, we do not have a confirmation to take the trade. We do not have confidence to move into take the trade. And same way, during exit time, the moment you see the trend is changing, diversing, you start exiting from there. So for entry, confluence of at least 3 indicators along with GMMA. GMMA is on the chart of the first chart, and try to find 3 indicator which is in confluence. So if you find that, you'll be confident that at least it will give you a good momentum, a good movement. And at the same time, when you're exiting, please check whether the trend is reversing or not, or the direction is changing or not. So these are the 2 key things that you need to consider while using the scalping strategy, right? Now I'll go into the chart to show you some examples and also explain the chart. So this is the chart. On the left side, you'll see this particular chart is chart 1. The right side is the chart 2. And you'll see that, as I explained, in chart 1, at the top, you have the GMMI. Then you have the body. In the body, we are using GMMA, right? All the settings, everything, as Jagan sir has advised us in 4.1 and 4.2, we are using that. We have not changed any of those settings. So please stick to those settings, right? Style you can change. Then on the bottom side, you have NMACD, Willy, and ADX. This is on the left chart. On the right chart, you have RSI plus EMA at the top. And then you have the body. In the body, we are using option scalping V2 with only super trend and VWAP. So you'll see super trend and then VWAP. These are the 2 things we are using. On the bottom panes, we are using HARSI, we are using KDJ and stochastic. So this is the one we have added recently, right? Now, what are the things that you need to look for, right? So what you need to first check on the body is the GMMA part, right? Now I'll take this as an example to try to help you, what are the entry point and exit point you can look for. Here you see that GMMA, right, it is making a turn at around 1403 on 21st April. So this is the first indicator which says that, okay, yes, there is going to be an opportunity, but not confirmed yet. But if you go further down, you'll see that Willy is at the -95 level, right? Almost at the bottom. So this is a good sign that, going forward, chances are very high that it will turn. And if you're an aggressive trader, you can make an entry over here. But what you're going to confirm is also on the second chart, is there anything that is helping you? Now you see stochastic is exactly at that point helping you. That yes, it has turned from here, 1402, and 1403 could be an entry point for you, right? So start, considering that. So 2 or 3 indicators are confluencing. That's when you take the trade. Now, one more thing, you'll see that there's a 45-degree change here, right? And the green, the short-term indexes are trying to cross the long-term indexes, right? So this is the point. It also gives you a confirmation that you need to stay in the trend. Don't rush to exit immediately. Keep following the trend, and then you'll see it just keep on moving over there. There will be a slight movement over here where you'll see that it is trying to come down. At that time, you need to check whether Willy has crossed or not. You have to check whether NMACD is still green or red, or it has crossed the signal line or not. Whether GMMAI is still in the bullish zone or not, or it is trying to come down. Same way on the right side, you see RSI EMA at that time. This is the time I'm talking about, 1419. This is the time, 1418, 1419. So RSI is, stochastic is trying to come down. All these things are there, but still it is above the super trend. So this is a moment where you might see that, it might come down, but still no confirmation yet. And then if you are to hold it, then it will start moving in there. So I exited somewhere around this point. And you'll see at the time of exit also, there was a crossover in RSI EMA. There was a crossover in KDJ, and stochastic was giving a very clear signal. Though I have not used it for at that time RSI was there, RSI 9. It also gave the same exit point for that. So this is one example which will help you how to look for confluence. So what is a very important concept in this is the confluence. Unless you have confluence, do not try to get into the trade. At the time of exit also, if you see there is a turn that is happening at GMA, right? You'll also see that NMACD is also trying to come down, it's crossing the signal line, right? And Willie anyway gave a very clear signal over here, right? So which you can consider it. This is one example. Let me show you some other example also. Yeah, here it is, another one. So having these two charts, side by side, it helps you to take a decision, and it gives you more, confidence that yes, confidence is strong. Now you see here, at around 9:35 on 21st April, we had a turning happening at GMMA, and there's a doji also coming in picture, right? Then NMSCD is clearly saying that it is down, so it can go down further. Willie gave a very clear signal over here. Then you see at this point, RSI EMA also turned green, into the red zone. So this is clear that the market is trying to go down, and after 1 or 2 it gave, but you have 2 or 3 confirmation over here. Stochastic also said no, it is going down. So you have 2 or 3 confluence here to enter the trade. Though what happened, I entered at this trade. It was not moving much, but there was suddenly one candle that came at this time, 9:52, which went for almost 100 or 110 points. And by the time I realized I need to exit, I missed this exit. I should have exited over here, right? Why? Because if you see, stochastic also was turning at that time, at this point, right? And super trend also, it was trying to come down. So this could have been a good one to exit, but I missed it. But I had to stay just to ensure that whether the trade can go further down or not. So I stayed till this point and I exited. So this is one example where something which is not aligning with your thought process, you can still try to hold and ensure that you do, and at the same time check the Renko chart. Renko chart will also give you a very clear indication whether to stay in the trade or not, right? Unless you see the a solid brick forming on the opposite side, try to stay in that trade, right? This is one. Now let me see if I have another example. Yeah, this is another example I have here. You see, this is a very good one. 14:35 on 20th April. So generally what I do whenever I see this kind of thing, I draw a vertical line as Jagan sir suggested and try to mark it so that, I know that how many confluence point I'm getting here. Now you see here, GMMA is turning here, right? It's going at a 45-degree. And if you stay here, it moves further, right? And there's a crossover happening at this point. This is a very important thing that you should not exit. Stay in the trade and then keep taking the right till you see when it is trying to turn down. Now at this time, from bearish, it was trying to get dual. So you get a confirmation at this time also that stay in the trend, don't exit. This gave you an entry confirmation, right? At the same time, if you see, this also was giving a confirmation because just turning, crossing it over here. This was also trying to turn here, and then you see this guy. This is also turning, and stochastic anyway gave before that only 14:34. Had I been using stochastic, I would have entered here. But good that I entered at this point, right? Similarly, if you keep on riding based on this, you'll see that there's an exit also coming at GI here, and then NMSCD gave a very clear picture that it is trying to cross the trigger line and it's trying to come down. Willie gave a very clear picture that it has to come down. Momentum was also there, and then you see over here in this chart, you see that RSI EMA from green, it is trying to come down to the red area. There's a crossover happening over here. It is trying to cross a super trend over here. It's trying to cross KDJ over here, and RSI 9 was also crossing here. So stochastic gave. So as Jagan sir said, I think Monday onwards I'll keep looking into stochastic. The stochastic gives a very clear signal when to exit and when to enter and exit. and it gives an early signal. So if it
Anadeep,
stops
you have to
and
be a
then-
bit louder, please.
is it clear now? Is it audible? Avinash, is it better now?
Yeah, much better, Sandeep.
Okay, okay, cool. So this is the third example. Now, let me see if I have anything yesterday.
Can you tell us where will you put your stop loss? Just an example.
Okay, no, I don't put stop loss in the system, sir. But what I generally do, I try to look for the previous swing low or previous swing high, where I put my stop loss. So if I'm entering over here, if this is my entry point, I try to keep my stop loss somewhere here. So this is the previous swing low. So I'll keep a stop loss over here.
Very good. Exactly. And also another way, Sanadeep, you
Yeah.
can look at the RENKO charts and
Exactly,
you will
yes,
see
you're
the
right.
swing high and swing low. It's even much easier. There were some questions about stop loss where to put. Now for Ajish RENKO chart, it's very easy. You put it at the swing low or swing high, right?
Perfect.
And
Perfect, yes.
for the other one, the super trend, also you put it at the next super trend, okay?
True.
Higher or low, depending on whether you're taking a short or call trade. So
Correct.
the thing is, see, all these first two are trend strategies, okay, directional strategies. It
Right.
is very rarely, and it is all both are momentum strategies. See, when
True.
it is a breakout above or below the super trend, it will do so with some momentum, okay? And
True.
similarly, the RENKO also, it is a directional trade. So the possibility of hitting the stop loss will not be like other trades. It will be much, much lesser, and you will get out very easily once particularly the RENKO, both of them. Definitely there are profitable strategies and people have been making money. The possibility of loss is very minimal. You should not be worried too much. You have to put a stop loss mentally or on the thing. So I don't think, and then there was this question about, I'm taking the question because
Sure.
I would like to finish it off. You still have 6 more minutes. Sanadeep, also there may be questions on your, then I will give it the proper, because I saw that some of the questions not being answered. One person asked about, oh, what about the theta decay? See, this theta decay, if you are worried, you can't take any trade, right? You can't be a buyer if you can't handle the theta decay. Now, look at the statistics I will give you. The general, what I've read from a reliable source, from Friday to Wednesday, the theta decay is 55%. Okay. Now, from Wednesday to morning, let's say 9:30, 10, from there up to the expiry Thursday, it is 45%. So 45% is going on Wednesday and Thursday. So Friday, Monday, Tuesday, you should not be worried much about this theta decay. That too, I'm talking for the whole day. Now, 1 hour maximum. Sanadeep, how long you must have found out? How long you stay in a trade for half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour?
Yeah, I've stayed at least, in some of the trades for 1 hour also.
Also.
So I think scalping is not just about 5 or 10 minutes. You can stay.
Yeah, because you want,
for 1 hour.
to get. Let's say 1 hour. 1 hour, how much theta decay will happen? Nothing much. Believe me. So if you get concerned about, scared about this theta decay, no, 1 hour, when there is a momentum trading you're doing, and when you're following the momentum and you're agreeing to get that 100 points, no, they should not worry. The point you need to worry about theta decay is only after 10:30 on a Thursday. There are always many options to deal with that. You can go and trade in futures, of course, more capital, but you can trade it. There's no theta decay problem. In fact, you can gain because if you correctly do that, that arbitrage strategy, which I just forgot the name, when the monthly, I'm talking about the monthly expiry, then it will all both will merge. You can choose the opportunity and make money in future, or you can take the next week trade if you are worried about the. So of course the prices will be higher. Even the prices are higher in terms of percentage point, you will gain, because if you are trading at 600 for the strike price, which is trading at 400 now or 300, then it is the percentage points. In terms of rupee value, you will make the same money. There's no issue. It is like dealing with this. And the third question about strike price. So don't worry too much. It all depends on the days and the momentum. But if the prices are high, the premiums are high, if the IV, there was also another question about the IV. If the premiums are high, definitely it's a seller's day. You should be careful. So it's better to take a strangle or straddle in the morning and wait if there's no momentum. So you have to decide. That's why so many strategies are being given. First, with your own profile, and sometimes you don't trade. You know, it's not that you should take 25 trades a day. I take normally 6 to 8 trades, and if you're doing the super trend strategy or what do you call the RENKO, normally Sanadeep, how many trades you take a day normally?
I try to stay within 3 to 5 trades, not more
3
than
to
that.
5 trades. So I'm sure Rajesh has told me he takes about 3 or 4 trades. I take up to 8 trades, okay, 6 to 8. So, but people like Avinash, he told me he took 22 trades. Believe me, they're not reflecting on anybody. If you are going to keep collecting 10 point, 10 point, 10 points, you imagine how many to get this 200 points, let's say 15 points you take. To collect 300 points, 20 trades you should take. And 20 trades you should take, you have to be right on all the 20 trades. Let us assume 5 trades you lose, right? And sometimes you may lose big also if you're not careful. And I gave you the calculation. Even if you win 40%, this is the calculation, you can check it. Even if you win only 40% of the trades and lose 60% of the trade, still in that 40% of the trade, each trade you make 10,000 rupees. And in the 60% of the trade, each time you lose only 6,000 rupees, still you will be a very good trader. You will make a lot of money. You can check this calculation. So it is about cutting the, running the gains longer, cutting the losses shorter. This is the main thing. You can take even 100 trades in not only the short term, long term also, you will not make any money. So the scalping doesn't mean 12 points you get out. As Sanadeep rightly said, you take the trade according to the market. You even, you know, we have shown 3 minutes, 4 minutes also 120 points can move. Okay, it all depends on the market. So that is about the theta decay and IV. IV definitely when it is high, it is both. It is particularly bad for the trade. You have to look at the VIX, and you cannot be a buyer, or you better stay away a little for a few hours. Or if you take, you must take very quick 3 minutes, 4 minute scalp, or you must get into strangles or straddles. You know, that will give you the correct thing. So we have to look at all these things. That is, any other questions for Sanadeep they can ask before we close?
Avinash,
Hello?
any question for me?
None
Avinash?
as of now for Sanadeep.
Avinash?
Yeah, none as of now for Sanadeep.
No, somebody's voice I heard that some question is for Sanadeep.
No, it was me.
Okay.
Any questions, audience, traders, any questions, you can put it in
So
the
some
chat.
questions have been written. I took up
Yeah.
most of the questions.
Yeah, those were for the earlier strategies.
Yeah,
also.
those are the questions. I took it now. So, okay, now let me do the thanking part. Thank you very much, Sanadeep, Ajish, Aman Bindra, Avinash. All of you did a very good job. I know, but you know, some of them different kind of presentation. This is a new kind of tragedy presentation. You gave the example. You gave the setup. You know, and then what are your own trade experiences. So this is what it is. We are supposed to do 4 strategies. Now we have done only 3 because of the constraint of time, because I didn't want to just rush through another strategy without fully understanding, because you are going to trade. Now, what is the plan forward? These setups are clear, indicators are clear. So you have to prepare your own chart in your own name, whichever you think. You can try all the 3. And I think the third one, some of you may already be trying, because the GMMI, GA we started. Only the kind of indicators and the style Sanadeep explained, that may be new to you. Okay, how to trade. Now the other 2 are new, Super Trend and the RENKO. So please start, and whichever you like, you start trading. Start trading with 1 or 2 lots for about 10 days. That's what I advised the other 2 people who traded. Then once you gain some experience and knowledge, then you can go for a higher trade. But definitely you should take the trade, otherwise you will not get any experience. So start with small, and also some research you do. For example, you may not like a particular indicator, it may choose some other indicator. In fact, ADX, I have an issue whether ADX is the suitable indicator for that RENKO. I may think about it. Now, this other thing is the RENKO chart is 2.1, I think. That will be replaced with what has been presented. That chart I will post. Okay. So all you guys, thank you. If for particularly for the presenters, organizer, Avinash, you did a great job in organizing. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.
Thanks,
Jagan,
Jagan,
for
sir.
all your input.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks a ton.
Okay. Have a good night and nice weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.